Thank you. 6:31, the countdown to Indiana's critical primary now less than 24 hours away.
Presidential candidates making last-minute appeals this morning to you. We are looking in 12 hours or so to see the Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump in South Bend. This is a live look at the Century Center where he'll be holding a big rally tonight. As many as 12,000 people expected to attend. Doors open at 4 for this 7 p.m. rally. Hundreds of people have also shown interest in taking part in an anti-Trump protest before the event. Security expected to be very tight tonight. South Bend's police chief says his department is working with the Secret Service and other law enforcement agencies to ensure things stay safe.
Now, traffic and parking will be big issues this afternoon. Police say Jefferson Boulevard between Niles Avenue and St. Joseph Street will be closed at times. St. Joseph will also be closed near the Century Center. Now, the Century Center parking lot will not be available to rally goers. But here's a look at where you can park. Options available include the North Main Street lot, the Main and Colfax garage, the First Source Doubletree garage, the Layton garage, the Jefferson and Main lot, Bears lot, and the Wayne Street garage. Now, right now, tickets are still available. You can RSVP on Trump's campaign website.
And Republican rival Ted Cruz will also be in the area today. The Bravo Cafe in Osceola, less than 3 hours. Last night, the Texas senator was in LaPorte speaking to some enthusiastic crowds at the Civic Auditorium. The senator brought his conservative message to the crowd, and before the rally, WSBT-22's Danielle Kennedy had an opportunity to speak exclusively one-on-one with Cruz.
The eyes of the entire country are on Indiana right now. Indiana has a platform and a megaphone, and I'm very encouraged because I think the course of this election, not just for Indiana, not just for the Republican Party, but for the whole country, is going to be decided by the Midwestern common sense and good judgment of Hoosiers.
You can hear the full interview on our WSBT website, WSBT.com.
And on the Democratic side, Bernie Sanders also made a stop in our area. He held his rally at the Century Center in South Bend last night. Not only does Sanders need to win Indiana, he needs to win big. In a one-on-one interview with WSBT-22's Patrick Roth, Sanders explained what he thought his impact will be on the future of the Democratic Party.
The only way we transform this country is when millions of people stand up and say, we need a government that represents all of us, not the 1%. And that does take time. It's not going to happen immediately. If elected president, we can accelerate that progress. If not elected, we're going to continue working on it.
You can find Patrick Roth's full interview with Bernie Sanders on our website, WSBT.com.
Hillary Clinton also campaigning in Indiana, but instead of taking on her primary rival, Bernie Sanders, she took aim at Indiana's governor, Mike Pence, and the GOP-dominated legislature. She alluded to the state's recent abortion restrictions law. Clinton says she will defend a woman's right to choose. She also focused on Donald Trump, linking violence at his events to the Republican rhetoric.
Hateful talk about immigrants, about Muslims, about women. I mean, enough. Enough. That's not who we are.
So where do the polls stand as of this morning? The latest having the frontrunners leading in Indiana. It shows Democrat Hillary Clinton leading Bernie Sanders by just 4%, which is within the polls' margin of error.
Now, that poll also shows Trump with a big lead in Indiana. It has him leading Cruz by 15 points. And you have less than 6 hours now to make your voice heard before tomorrow's primary. The deadline to cast an early or absentee ballot is noon today. We're told early voting numbers for the primary are way up compared with 4 years ago.
Stay with WSBT-22 for complete coverage of Campaign 2016. We'll be following tonight's Trump rally, from the politics to the protest, and when the first votes get cast tomorrow morning, we will be there. Our Alex Elich will be live with everything you need to know, and of course we'll bring you all the results, the outcomes tomorrow on air and our WSBT-22 News app.
6:30.